Good afternoon. Is it afternoon? It's good morning. It's nearly afternoon. I'm on a bit later today. I'll just get the chat up. Horrible, horrible, rainy day again. So I'm not going out in my garden. And yes, I've still got my pyjamas on. Yeah, that kind of day. Let me get the chat up. I hope yous are all okay. I hope it's a nicer. I'll show you outside while I get this up. Look at that. It's pouring down. Let me get us up. There we are. Found us. Sound down. Put it to live chat. Horrible, horrible day. Good morning, lovely Paige. Evie, good morning to you. There we go. Found us. That's us now. Wait till I turn us round. There we go. That's us. Good. Yes. What a morning. What a horrible, horrible morning. Good morning, Brooke. Oh, see, I can never get you right. There we go. That'll do. That'll do us now. That'll do me. Yeah, so no getting out today, and the wind knocked over one of my little trees at my front door, so there's been mud all over the place and seashells everywhere, so it's a mess. So I've tidied up as best I can, um, but it's not nice at all. It's horrible, and I think we have to get this all week. And I've got a sore head. Good morning, lovely Christina. Yeah, I think it's going to thunder again. So I do. I quite like the thunder and lightning, mind you. I like watching the thunder and lightning, as long as it's not close. Remember, I almost got hit with lightning in Croatia. I was terrified with that. Good morning, lovely Shani. Yeah, the lightning struck about from here just to over the road to the dog poo bin. The lightning when I was in Croatia. I've never been scared. Good morning, lovely Sky. Yes, I'm feeling fine today. I've got a bit of a sore head, but this weather's terrible. I'm blaming the weather. It couldn't have been the session on Saturday at all. It must be the weather that's gave me a sore head. I'm still drinking my iron brew and lots of fluids. And watching Netflix. Oh, and I've got breaking news for you. Breaking news. So I have. I was talking to my brother this morning, and he said to me, he brung it up. He said, "Oh," he says, "what a time I've been having with things breaking in the house." I said, "All right." So I'm thinking, I want to ask him. He said, "Dad, the microwave went on fire." And I went, "Oh," I said, "her mum was saying something about it, right?" And what happened? Good morning, lovely Andrea. I said, so what happened? He said it was a microwave stroke oven stroke grill, so it was like a 3-in-1 thing. He says, I says, what were you cooking in? He said, scampi, right? And he said, I only had it on for 6 minutes. He says, and the thing went on fire, and it was like, when they picked up the scampi, it was like crystallized, or it was like burnt here. So I don't know how it managed to happen in 6 minutes, but there you go, that's what he said. You've been to Scotland, Brooke? I bet you it was weather like this you had. Wait you see. This will bring back memories for you. Hold on. I'll turn this around. Was it weather like that by any chance? Because this is it. I'll put this light on, see if I glow. Oh, it's see now I'm glowing now. I should have had that on from the start. Good morning, Sterling. Beautiful name. It's horrible, horrible, horrible weather. So there you go, scampi. So I don't know where the whole jamming it in, because scampi is only small. So I really don't, that's the story that I got. So I don't think I'm getting to the bottom of it. But see, when he said to me, I was like, oh, that's, Mum mentioned something along the lines. Because I'm that nosy. But a shame from, because not only did his microwave stop working, I think the cooker stopped working, and you know what it's like? That happens to me. If one appliance goes in the kitchen, then they all seem to go. The cooker, the fridge, everything like that. Scampi's like, I'm not even actually sure. It's kind of like a prawny kind of thing, isn't it? What? Hold on. Do you know? I'm going to Google it because that's something I've never thought to myself. I've always ate it. What is scampi? Let's do this. I need to know. Hey, what's scampi? Ooh, scampi, also called Dublin Bay prawn or Norway lobster, is an edible lobster of the Decapodi. Scampi shrimp. See, it's shrimp, so it is shrimp. Right, I'll show you a picture of scampi. Let's get some images of scampi for you. There they are. There's some scampis. And you usually get it in, you usually get them in breadcrumbs. They're delicious. Absolutely delicious. So, I mean, they're tiny. There's no jamming that in a microwave. So I don't know. That's the story I got this morning. I tried. I tried to find out. I don't think I'm going to get to the bottom of this story, unfortunately, because Moreton Bay bugs, is that what you call them in Australia? Well, do you put them on the barbecue, or is that just something that people say about Australians? Because over here, we think Australians have always got things on the barbecue, which I would love. I love barbecuing. Oh, the lice of the sea, I don't care. I'll eat them. Good morning, there's my open-minded. Barbecue, see, you have got the weather for it. We've not got the weather for hot tubs, barbecues, anything like that. We've got weather for ducks. People here say it's good weather for ducks, just means it's pouring down again. This is our summer. This is what we get. No, see, we put them in the oven because they've got like breadcrumb on them. We usually put them in the oven, or you can deep fry them, which is tastier, but not as healthy. There's lovely Arab. I hope you and the baby are doing good, Arab. I'd love to go to Australia one day because there's a comedian in Scotland called Billy Connolly, and he used to always do tours of Australia. It was beautiful, and he used to go about on a huge big like motorbike thing, and just drive on the proper side of the road, don't you? My side of the road. So I'd be okay driving. Whereas if I was to go over to America to try and drive, it'd be a hot mess. I'd forget which side of the road I was on. But I know it's also a left-hand driving when you go to Japan. Oh, as you see, we just seen documentaries that he would go because he loved Australia so much. It's a shame from, I think it's Alzheimer's or so, or Parkinson's disease he's got. Um, I've never watched Outlander, Ainsley, no. My cousin likes to watch it, mind you. And wait, I'll tell you, see how just not even a mile away, I don't think, they were actually filming for Outlander. So people were all down there and saying, "Oh, Outlander's getting filmed," but I didn't bother. I was like, "Oh, are they?" Down the Glen, we've got a place called the Glen. So we have. See, it sounds all like a Scottish biscuit tin lid, the Glen, and it's all trees and it's like a wooded area and it's got a little burn and it's got like a railway and it's got all this kind of good stuff going on. And there's this place called the Dovecot. I'm going to see if I can get a picture of it up here for you. And Mary Queen of Scots, this is all absolutely true. Mary Queen of Scots was meant to have been hanging out in this Dovecot when the English were coming to take her head, basically. Right, wait a minute. Right, let me see. Images. Where's my mouse? All of a sudden, there it is. We used to play round about this. This is called the dovecot. I'll show you. That's just picturing me. There we go. There it is. That's the dovecot. And we used to play all round about that inside. And that's down the glen. We call that the glen. So that's where, not that long ago actually, Outlander was down there. So I don't know if the dovecot's going to be in Outlander or not. Yesterday, do you know what I watched yesterday? I didn't watch something funny yesterday. I watched something really serious yesterday. I watched that Surviving R. Kelly. I know lots of people have seen it before me, but that was horrific, that watching that documentary. But this morning I've watched The Hangover, the first one. Oh, I love that one. Yeah, that we used to play around about the dovecot all the time when we were wee, and we always used to. We all knew that that's where Mary Queen of Scots hung out, so she did down there. But people used to come and write all over that and stuff. But it seems all right now. I don't think as many people are into graffiti because they've got computers. Back in my day, that's all we had. Was graffiti and things like that. That's what we did. Well, I didn't really do that, but people I know did do some graffiti. And so if you are watching Outlander, you might see the dovecot, and you can know that that's where we used to go about. See, that was back in the day when you were small and you used to go places. See, nowadays the kids are just in the house on laptops and stuff. But it was great growing up where I grew up because it was a big glen, we called it, and you'd be down there all day playing with stuff. And see if you had like a bed sheet, you could drape that over some bushes and you could have a little den. It was great fun, but we used to have good fun. And we used to make rope swings and stuff like that. I mean, I knew people that broke their arm falling off the swings, but it was all good fun. And there's David. Hello, David. Happy Monday to you, David. Thank you for coming in to say hello to me. Yeah, but see, nowadays as well, the world seems to. I don't know if the world's just a badder place than what it was when I was a wee girl. But you're that frightened to let your kids out and hear that R. Kelly documentary. My God, I mean, as I say, that's been out a while. That was me just watching it last night. It was terrible. Terrible, terrible. How all that went on's beyond me. So yeah, I mean, you're terrified with your children these days. And the carry on at the weekend down in Glasgow. The man that done all the stabbings, he was mentally unstable. The poor man. I'm saying poor man because he must have been in torment, but he killed people at the weekend there. Oh, sweet open minded. Yes, so the family of the man that went mental at the weekend has come out and said that they're deeply shocked and saddened for all the people that get stabbed. But listen, this is why you should never hold a grudge about it with people, or you should never leave the house in an argument. Always try and make up. That's my little tip because you just never know the minute these days. You just don't know what's going to happen in this world. Bye, David. Thank you for coming in. Good morning, Weya. I hope I'm saying your name right. You know what I'm like. And if you told me how to pronounce it before, I forget. Yes, Amy. See, the thing was, he was a refugee, the man, and he never had any housing. And I think Glasgow Council had already complained about this, but they got told to put the refugees in a hotel during this whole COVID thing. And it wasn't the best hotel, and apparently there was no Wi-Fi, and they couldn't talk to their family. The food was terrible, and it was bad accommodation, and the people had been complaining and complaining, and nothing was done. They were just left there basically, and this man just went crazy. So he did. So it's shocking. This day and age, this is what we do with people. Yes, remember, got to be 16 because you know what I talk about things. You know, I can be talking about this serious topic, and then next minute I'm away with Mrs. Doubtwater, looking at firemen and stuff like that. That's the way it goes. That's the way my mind is. It's never far away from that kind of stuff. So yes, I watched The Hangover, the first one this morning. That was hilarious. Oh, Shani, thank you for saying that. I'm over the moon with the subscribers I've got, but that's very kind of you to say. Good morning, oh, it's afternoon now. Good afternoon, lovely Lewis. I'm doing good. How are you doing? I hope you've got nicer weather than what I've got. I've got rain, and I'm in my pajamas today. That's what, Saturday I was all dolled up, but this is the norm. This is when I don't catfish. I don't know if is it catfishing by putting makeup on. I don't know if that's the definition of catfishing or not. See, that's a kind of new term. That only happened with that guy from MTV, the catfish film. That was the first that I knew that people could actually do that. A bit of catfishing. I might catfish that I'm a millionaire. Do you know? I might catfish that I'm a millionaire and see what happens. You know, I'm a elderly lady with all this money, and that I've not got anybody to spend this money on. Just to see, they be flocking to me. Good morning, lovely Keely. There's my lovely Keely. Yeah, they be flocking to me and then go, hold on a minute, she's not got money. But, by that time I've reeled them in. Throw the line out, wait for the bite, and then snag them like that. Another subscriber in the bag. I see. Yeah, Mrs. Doubtwater's waiting to do an unboxing. So she's still not done her unboxing, but she'll be doing it when she gets a package. Have a lovely day, sweet Lewis, and enjoy watching South Park. Watch something funny. I might, do you know what? I might watch Hangover 2 now after that, because see the wee guy. The wee guy's brilliant. I don't even know his name, but he's hilarious. The one that had the baby strapped on him. And he had a bag over him, and they were saying it's a purse, and he's going, it's a satchel. Sky, I know. This is me normal. This is me without a drink. This is just the normal me. Good morning, lovely Kaya. See, Elena was talking yesterday, Cabin Craft Room, and she was talking about like on Saturday, and I can't remember what I'd said on Saturday. You know what I'm like. I'd been saying I was gagging or something like that. I was something along the lines. Well, my daughter was there, and she says, "I don't think your daughter was too happy." I says, "Do you know what? There's nothing that I could say in front of my daughter that would surprise or shock her. She knows she's lived with this. She's lived with this for years, so she would never. Me saying things like that, she'd just think that's typical mum. That's just the mother I am." Thank you, Sky. There's no filter. I think that's what it is. No filter. And I see innuendos and everything. Everything that happens, I'm like, oh, like that. See, I'm Mrs. Doubtwater. Really, that's what it comes down to. Only I get away with it more when I put the wig the old lady wig and that on. Yeah, but Amanda's used to me. My two girls are used to it. In fact, right, here's a true story for you. Absolutely 1,000% true. So my son Peter, he must have been about primary 4 or something like that. So he was about 8 years old, and I used to go up and back to school with a few other mums. You know, we had all our kids. We'd go up in a group and we'd come back a group, and we were up at the school and we were talking about. I was smoker. I smoke at the time. We'd all be standing having a cigarette and all that, talking away, talking away. So they got to know what I was like, right? So they knew, because I've been like this for years. So we were coming down the hill. There was a hill, and we were coming down the hill with all the children. And my other two girls, they were at high school. They went at primary school. And here, the fire engine was in the street. So again, I perk up, don't I, when I see the fire. And I'm going, oh, ladies, look. And I was going, it's my lucky day and everything like that. And I was going, oh, I can smell smoke. So they're all laughing at me, going, what you like? You're terrible. And I was going, I smell fire. All this was kind of going on. And then I looked round and I couldn't see my son. And I was like, oh, where's Peter? Where's Peter? Like that. And I was going, oh, like that. And I turned round. He was round the corner and he came round like that. And I went, oh, there's your son. And all the ladies just burst out laughing, going, what kind of mother are you? Too busy eyeing up the firemen and lost your son nearly. I was like, stay with me, darling, when I'm, that's what I'm like. Yes, my mum and dad used to smoke when I was a little girl. Everybody used to smoke. My dad smoked a pipe though. My dad was a pipe smoker. And sometimes he would have a cigar. I loved the smell of cigar smoke. I mean, they used to smoke in the car. You'd go into the doctor's and the doctor would be sitting smoking back in the days. So of course, and see, when you were growing up, can you remember you could buy the little packets of candy cigarettes? It was like candy sticks, and they would have a wee red bit on the end and everything like that, like a cigarette. And you used to pretend that you were smoking. That was a great thing. I'm glad I stopped though. I'm glad I stopped. But there you go. That was me nearly lost my son just because the firemen were in the street. I got slagged, for a long time after that with my friends. We're going, what do you like? And then come down going, she nearly lost her kid because she was too busy drooling at the firemen. I was like, well, I know. Yes, open-minded. Yeah, I used to enjoy the candy cigarettes. I thought they tasted like bubble gum kind of taste to them. But see, you'd be horrified now if there was a kid like that. Here, that's something I've never told you before. Can you remember when I was telling you the story about me and Amanda when we went to Casualty when my leg was busted up, just last year? And there was drug deals happening behind us, and the guy that peed himself in the chair and all that was going on. Swear this is true. So there was a woman and our daughter. Our daughter must have been about 5 or 6 years old, and our daughter had a little bag on her shoulder, and it was see-through. It was a see-through bag, and there was 20 cigarettes and a lighter inside it. I swear. Now, obviously, it's the mums. But I wouldn't be saying to my kid, right, put my cigarettes in your bag, you carry them for me. That was some night. That was some night. Do you know, all I was needing was maybe a little bit of morphine or something, and I'd have blended in with them. I'd have been one of them. Grab bags. We called them lucky bags. And this is how old I am, right? I remember when I stayed in Easterhouse. That's a place in Glasgow. It was a kind of rough area. And we stayed in a flat. And I remember the rag and bone man, we called him. used to come round and he used to shout up, any old drags like this, right? And if you had like some old clothes, you would take it down and he would give you a balloon. That's what you would get. Yeah, I remember them. I mean, my goodness. And you had kid on booze and everything back then, didn't you? Oh, it was no wonder we all smoked. I remember smoking in school and getting a punishment exercise to go home and write out all about smoking. Yeah, this guy was called the Rag and Bone Man, and he used to shout any old rags like that. And then you used to get the coal man coming round the streets. That's how old I am. That's how old. And you used to get a balloon. That was your prize. Yeah, see, it took me a good few. I must have tried to stop smoking about 20 times before I eventually done it. But as I said, I made sure that I took up my cross stitching, so I always had something to do with my hands and my brain, because it's all to do with your brain. Because I remember everything I'd done was, and then a cigarette. So I'll go for a bath and then I'll have a cigarette, and then I'll tidy the floor and then I'll have a cigarette, and then I'll put the shopping away and I'll have a cigarette. So everything in my mind was and a cigarette, and I had to stop thinking about that. So when I took up cross stitching, it took my mind off that completely. And the patches, I had the patch, the highest dose, and a lot of people don't like it because you're kind of awakened at night and stuff like that with them because of the amount of nicotine that's pumping into you. But I needed that and it worked. So open minded, that is wonderful. 8 months is wonderful. Yes, Arab the coal man used to come round. Yes, Christina, I was always and a cig. It was always something and a cigarette, always. And I was a dirty smoker. I would say, even see if I ran out of cigarettes. Now this isn't something to be proud about, but if I ran out of cigarettes, I'd have a packet of cigarette papers, and I used to open up the cigarette, the doughts we called them, open them up and make a cigarette. I used to do that. So I was completely and utterly hooked badly, and managed it. I'm still quite surprised and proud of myself for coming off it. And then it was only a matter of months after that, and then I found out I had cancer. Ironically, I'd already just stopped smoking, and then I found out I had cancer. So I remember crying and thinking, I've stopped too late. But this cancer that was growing must have been growing for years before. But we've still got ice cream trucks, Sky. In fact, it comes tonight. See, Mondays is our ice cream truck night, and the guy comes in with the wee ice cream truck going. Yes, the sweet man. That's we call it the van. So the van comes round here on a Monday. So he'll be round tonight. The van. Do you know what I like for the van? Slush puppies. It's like slushy drinks. I love them. Oh, Arab. I remember the coal cleaner guy, the chimney sweep. Open minded, I think she's there all the time at the ice cream van. You know what she's like? Slushies. See, I love ice. I love ice cream lollies and everything. Louisa, yes. Um, See, if you look back in like Glasgow history, see Duncan Bannatyne. Can you mind Duncan Bannatyne from? Um, the Dragon's Den. He started off with an ice cream van, and he would go about Glasgow with the ice cream van. Now, I'm not saying this is any way related to him, but round about that time, you got the Ice Cream Wars, it was called. And I remember as a wee girl hearing people talk about the ice cream wars, and I'm thinking, wars just because they like ice cream and crisps and stuff like that. But what it was a lot of ice cream vans were doing the drug dealing. I'm not saying that Duncan Bannatyne's van was doing anything like that, but that's what was going on here, and it was called the Ice Cream Wars. And I always remember going, "What are they fighting with ice cream for?" Because I'm that naive, daft. But 2 shillings, Debbie. Wow. Sorbet. Is that like sherbet sorbet? I don't know if I've ever tried that. Sky. See our ice cream van when the girls were growing up, we stayed in this other like block of flats, and the ice cream van used to sell everything. You could get dog food, you could get bread, you could get sugar, you could. It sold everything, tins of beans, anything you wanted. The ice cream van would sell, and it probably a little bit more things under the table to some people. I like vanilla ice cream, but also like mint chocolate chip. Oh. Yeah, Louisa, see, that's when you think about it, that's a good way to distribute things in an ice cream van going in all these streets and stuff, isn't it? Ice cream wars. Honestly, if you look it up that in Glasgow, ice cream, and honest to God, I was daft thinking they were fighting over some vanilla ice cream and stuff like that. Because they had their own turfs, and some people's ice cream vans were going into somebody else's turf, and that wasn't allowed. Oh, you can't have ice cream. See, I remember when I was a wee girl, there was a bigger van that sold everything. It was just like a mini shop. But my old house, when the girls were growing up, that was just an ice cream van. And it would sell nappies and everything like that. Anything you wanted. Sky, my son's vegan, so you can get, see the Magnum, there's the Magnum ice lollies. You can get vegan Magnum ice lollies, so he likes them. Remember, I don't know if they still do this, but can you remember you get the ice cream, but you'd get like syrup, and you poured it on the ice cream, and it would go hard and crack. Oh, that was beautiful. I'm desperate for ice cream now. I'm wanting ice cream. I've got ice lollies in there, so that'll just need to do. So I hope you are going to have a good day. I'm going to watch something good and funny, because yesterday I was a bit down after watching that R. Kelly thing. That was terrible. How all that went on, God knows. A pop man here, and he has a van he sells from. Yes, I think next door or the door after has somebody that comes out and they get like 6 bottles or whatever it is of fizzy juice. See, I'm more just my iron brew and lemonade sometimes with flavouring. We all know that. There's my lovely Lena now. Oh, Louisa. I've had painting disasters in my time. I remember one time it was me and my ex sister-in-law, and we went into, yeah, Russian flavourings ice cream would be good for me. We went into this girl's house, and she'd been doing, this was back in the 80s, and she'd been painting our living room electric blue, and she'd a tiny bit like that left in the paint can, and we thought, do you know what, we could paint the whole bathroom with that. and she was going, there won't be enough paint. We were going, trust us, right? We were like 14 or whatever. Trust us, you know, we'll paint this for you. No, we got like halfway, then that was the paint done. Well, and then we went home and left the lady with that bathroom. Yes, you can get iron brew lollies. Oh, Cara, I'm glad you caught my live then. Is Debbie going away? Debbie, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for coming in and talking to me. Oh, champagne flavouring. Can you imagine champagne flavouring ice cream with strawberries? Oh, how good would that be? Oh, Prosecco flavoured ice lollies. Prosecco's kind of like champagne, isn't it? So I'd probably enjoy that kind. I know they've got cider lollies, but Prosecco sounds good. I wonder if you could get, you must be able to get pina colada kind, because that's basically just coconut, isn't it? Coconut and pineapple. Oh, Asda do them. I'll need to, oh, here, Louisa, I'm going to have to venture into that then. I'm going to have to have a look for Prosecco lollies. So anyway, I think I'm going to go and watch Hangover 2. As I said, I've watched the first one this morning, and that gave me a good giggle. I could, Louise, I could actually see. My freezer is not that big, so um, see, even my ice, I buy the bags of ice because I can't really put the trays in because it's just drawers that I've got in my freezer, 3 drawers, and that's it. But that would be, see if I got a bigger freezer, I could make beautiful, beautiful. I could be sitting here talking to you and going, I'm not drinking today, sitting here like that with these lollies, sliding down the chair. Have you been drinking? I have not. I've just been eating lollies. I could do that. Yeah, keep my Russian flavourings in it. Oh, do you know that? Do you know what I have seen? The Asda's got, it's like the bag's a cocktail, right? But what you do is you freeze it only for so long, and then when you take it out, you mush it up like that, and it's like a slush. It's like a slush. Yeah, that might be a good. I might get them for Saturday. Can sit here and enjoy my slushies. But I do. I've got a thing for ice lollies. I love ice lollies. And I do like ice cream, but my favourite way to have ice cream is apple crumble. How hot, really hot apple crumble just out the oven with a good few scoops of vanilla ice cream on it. That, oh my goodness, that's my see. If I was only allowed one dessert, I would pick that. That's the dessert I would pick. Mm. Oh, a warm. I've never had that, a warm brownie, but I can imagine that would be the same kind of thing. See the really hot for the oven, but with the cool ice cream. I'm starving now. I'm absolutely starving. Hmm. Christina, yes, well, I'll probably have my flavouring on Saturday, but that's what we'll do on Saturdays. I'll have a wee panel and you can come on and chat with me. But see, if I'm talking too much, just tell me to wheesht, as we say, because I've got a feeling maybe I'm taking over talking too much and not letting everybody talk, just because I'm used to sitting just talking away to you. So I don't want to hog the limelight because this is your channel as well. You are allowed to come on here and talk about things you want to talk about. Oh, see, I love apple strudel. That's a great thing, apple strudel. It's like a long thing like that, and I think it's got apple, it's got nuts and stuff in it as well, sprinkled with cinnamon. Mmm. Oh, Christina, thank you for that, but I feel as if I talk too much at times. Louisa, yes. Yes, flavourings are a must. And see, I have a good laugh with these, which I love, and I love that you can use understand my humour, because too many people get offended and stuff, and watching me, there's probably people like that's it. So unsubscribe to her. Don't give her a view. She's giving Scotland a bad name. That woman. Look at her in her pajamas. This is it. Oh. You have a lovely day, Louisa, and good luck with your painting. Yes, we'll get together on Saturday. Lushtopia might be, and see, she keeps her eye on me at times. But she's used to the way I talk. She knows exactly what her mum's all about. I don't hide it. I can't. There's no hide. And listen, you shouldn't need to. You should be yourself. And this is me. I would hate to come on here and try to be something else because it wouldn't work. The real me would shine through. As I said, if I come on and say, right, that's it. I'm a millionaire now. I've just won £1 million. That's me. That's me wealthy. And you would see through that. You would see it. Look, she's lying. I'm sitting with Tesco and Asda bags and stuff like that. Never mind Louis Vuitton or Chanel. You know, I've got my Tesco bag and my Asda bag here. We're good. Oh. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go and watch something good because I feel like it. And I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully out the jammies, with clothes on, of course, with clothes on, but you know, a bit of an effort maybe. I love you all. Thank you for coming in, talking to me, and have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.